Hey, welcome back to Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Tom. I'm a fantasy sports addict.
And my name is Ryan. And I too am a fantasy sports addict.
Okay, today, you're not here to see us flip each other off. You're here for part 3 of our fantasy basketball draft series. Okay, it's a 5-part series, I guess we decided now. So this is part 3. We're talking about rotisserie style, Roto
League draft strategy. This isn't a type of league or a type of team that I normally build because I love punting. If you saw the last video we just did, anyways, check it out. But I don't punt. This is more of a Tom style team, regardless if it's head-to-head or rotisserie.
Actual, yeah.
He just likes to build a well-rounded team.
That's kind of my logic. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. I do play a lot of rotisserie leagues. I enjoy rotisserie. I tend to apply that same strategy to head-to-head leagues. It's a bit riskier in head-to-head leagues, but there is some upside to it. All draft strategies, anytime you're deviating from safe strategy, there's elements of risk, right?
Absolutely.
But I feel like mine's safer in the sense that it gives me flexibility that you don't have when you punt specific categories. I might run into you one week, I'll be competitive in the categories you're not, and then I might run into another team that's punting different categories the next week, and I'm competitive in different categories. So building this well-rounded team, you're kind of better equipped to beat other teams or more teams, a wider variety of teams.
The flexibility is really nice.
Yeah, and I enjoy that. So, rule number 1 of drafting a well-rounded rotisserie team is you got to aim for the high percentages, okay? So that means greater than 50%, somewhere as close to 50% or greater that you can get for field goal shooting, I think, right?
Yeah.
Also, free throw shooting, you got to have good free throw shooters. This is tough when you want the high field goal, but it's not if you know what you're looking for. So you got to have 75, 80 plus % free throw shooting. Again, harder to navigate, but if you nail down your percentages, you can fill out the rest of the counting stats later on in the draft. You just know what you're looking for. Look for the guys with the high percentages, right? Yeah. High percentages, low turnovers. That's kind of my rule number 1. And when you want to do that, you've got to avoid black hole type players. Anybody that's just a drain on any one statistical category. You're Andre Drummond, you're Dwight Howard, you're DeAndre Jordan.
This is especially important if you're doing a Roto league.
You just don't want to touch guys with low percentages or that burn you in one category. Even if they're slamming one, it might be tempting to take a guy that's slamming a category you need, but he's going to cost you somewhere else. Don't do that. Instead, what you want to do is amass a depth, right? You play your percentages, you try to find as well-rounded players as possible, but you amass a depth. So instead of taking 2 to 3, high turnover, high assists point guards, you take 3 to 4 guys that maybe don't have as high turnovers or as high assists, but it's that stacking the depth. Same thing for the front court, your power forwards, your centers. Everybody's taking 3 to 5. Again, depending on the size of the league. You take 5 to 6. Again,
and you can vary this from matchup to matchup, especially in the playoffs. If you know you can't win the assist category, drop a 4th or 5th string point guard and go with another center and try to get the categories that you can win.
So when Ryan's taking Drummonds and DeAndre Jordans, I'm picking centers later in the draft, like Gortats, maybe
Tyson Chandler,
Robin Lopez. Not sexy names, but again, that's the beauty of these Roto-style teams. You can get some of these not sexy names. Don't be afraid to take overlooked players or guys that are a little bit older. They'll tend to fall few picks, few rounds.
This is kind of similar to our beginner strategy where it's, take the best available player.
Right. And then there's some element to that, but again, you're keeping in mind the whole percentages and well-rounded contributions thing. So you're taking older guys, you're taking overlooked stuff.
What do you want to avoid?
I'm avoiding rookies.
Okay.
And I hate avoiding rookies. I can't do this. I swear to God, I'm telling you not to do it. I can't do it. But if you have the strength, the wherewithal, I don't know what it, but if you have the ability to avoid the rookie hype and young player hype, you don't take them because they're bound to kill you in percentages, turnovers, things like that. They're prone to just all kinds of like benching and coach stuff.
Lots of ups and downs, and then there's the dreaded rookie wall later in the year.
They get tired because they've only played sports for so long, blah, whatever. But that's why you avoid the rookies. You get the later picks, the later like, oh, somebody overlooked that guy. And you're filling out your counting stats later on, like late picks in the draft. You get your threes real late. You know, maybe you're Mradic or Bogdanovich. Just stuff that you can get late. Get your threes late. Round out your steals, one of those late point guards.
And have position flexibility. You want a point guard, a small forward, a center, all on your bench so you can just kind of plug in.
On those off days when the main part of your team's not playing, you got basically a whole new core of a team going in that contribute across the board. Don't kill you in percentages. Percentages. Play the percentages, people. Okay, so rotisserie, it's my favorite. Ryan likes punting.
I do.
Up next, we got, what are we talking about?
Well, we got a dynasty deep draft, an auction style draft.
Okay, so stay tuned for those. We're going to close with the Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer. Fantasy Gods!
Fantasy Gods!
Please grant me the serenity to set my well-rounded lineup, courage to be well-rounded in my adds and drops, well-roundedly, and the wisdom to make well-rounded trades for Rotisserie Basketball 2015. Okay, so good luck out there in the drafts. Enjoy, have fun. Bottom line, always have fun.
Always have fun. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our video. Give us a thumbs up.
Website's fantasysportsaddicts.com.
Leave a comment. Thank you.
Wait, I think we forgot something.
I'm with stupid because I don't draft well-rounded teams. I don't know.
All right. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to our channel, fantasysportsaddicts.com.
Thank you.
And other stuff.
Woo!
Good luck.
Good luck.